have 5 more cards today using the October 2021 Spellbinders kit. So for card number 1, I've got the green grid pattern paper down already, and then this floral kind of background paper. And then I'm going to use a variety of circles. I have a white, a black, and then the die cut circle that says Dreamer. I'm not really interested in that sentiment, so I'm going to tuck it behind. So I'm putting the white circle down first, and then I'm tucking this behind. It's okay that a little bit of the D sticks out because I'm going to collage some other die cut elements over it, but I really liked the gold the gold lines on the purple circle and then the circle element of it. So then I am taking a piece of vellum here. This is totally optional because I forgot it was part of my design and I had glued the white circle down, which I had to tear it back up. So yeah, I mean, you can see where I tore it up there, but it worked out all right. I did want to include it though because I like the little touch of softness it adds, but obviously if you didn't have vellum or tracing paper, you know, totally go without that. It's very optional. So for the die cuts from the die cut pack, we have the 2 little sprigs, the gold and black, then the jar with flowers and one of the feathers. And I'm going to arrange them. Oh, 2 of the feathers, excuse me. The other one got away and I totally forgot about that. So the 2 feathers, and there should be 2 of each in the die cut pack, and I think that I used the other 2 somewhere else, but for now they're just the 2 of them on this card here. And I'm going to place them down and arrange them on this circle as the focal element for this card. And then you see that black strip of scrap of paper. I don't think black did not come in the kit this month, but I have lots of black scraps, and so I've taken one of those scraps and I'm going to pick out a sticker from the sticker sheet as for my sentiment and put it down on the bottom of the card once I finish arranging these die cut elements here. So I really like how that turned out, and this kit was really fun to work with. I was surprised actually at getting easily 20 cards. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell because I do have 5 more cards, hopefully coming later in the week or at the end of the week. But yeah, I still have plenty to work with, and I thought it might be a little harder because it seemed like there was, and this is card number 1 for you there, seemed like there was a definite astrological theme and a celestial theme, and you know, I'm not crazy into the constellations, and I definitely don't follow astrology, so I was surprised, and they do a great job with this kit. So for the second kit, I am showing these die cut circles. Again, I'm using another circle theme, one after the other. But this card, I was thinking for a new baby. So I love that circle with the stars around it. It's just so cute, and it makes a great accent. And then I have the You Are the Sweetest Dream, the largest die cut circle element, and then the Twinkle Little Star. And I have some thinner foam tape on the largest circle, and then the foam tape that comes in the kit is a little bit thicker, so there's a variety of dimension there. Now here are the last few pieces that I'm going to use to finish this card. Got 3 of the stars from the die cut pack, and there are dies that cut out stars. They're a bit smaller than these, but yeah, you can make other stars if you run out of the die cut stars from the pack. So I'm going to arrange these 3 die cut stars. The gold, there's the blue one with, it's got a hint of purplish gradient, and then the white and gold outline, and then there's this piece. I tore off the end, and I can use that somewhere else, but this says How I Wonder What You Are, and I didn't want the ticket stub part, and then the sentiment says congrats. So I was thinking new baby, you know. So that's card number 2, great one to have in the stash. And for card number 3, I'm going to use some of the cardstock that came in the kit. There was this lovely pale yellow color and then that medium pink. So I have made myself a white card base, and then I put the yellow down, and then I'm going to put the pink down again. And then I have a scrap of that green grid paper, which it was just left over from a cut I made from one of the other cards, probably from the first card in this series, and I'm not letting that go to waste and using it on this card. And then you know how I love to stick double stick adhesive to these gold strips, make them really easy. This one is either, I think it might be 3/4 of an inch, but either that or 1/2 inch. And then there were these beautiful watercolor flower die cuts, and then these 4 pieces here. I used both of that flower that you see there, well, that I just pushed off screen. So then I have this tag that's going to be kind of my anchor for this visual cluster. Putting that kind of down in the center, but not pushing it all the way down because I wanted to tuck this blue piece underneath. And then I'm sticking my other flower there just to see as a placeholder because I want to tuck this gold foliage flower in behind, and then you can see I've got all those mounting tape pieces on the back of the die cut floral piece. So that one pops out a little more. And then finally there's this little one that says Dream Big. And I'm just going to nestle it in, and that finishes off the third card. So for the fourth card, it's a little bit more complicated. This was my example trying it out. So I'm using that star piece. That star pattern piece was a leftover. So you can actually go through all 3 layers. This one I'm doing on camera. I just have 2 layers. I have the navy cardstock and then the paper, and I had already cut it out of this one. But I would suggest doing it through all 3 because then it's a little easier. You don't have to line it up. But here I already had it cut out of this one, and I did not want to waste it. I wanted to use it, so I lined it up, and miraculously it worked out pretty well. But you can see my pencil lines there where I found the center of the card, and that's how I kind of got these lined up. So then I have the star one I was telling you about. That was left over from my first card video. I'm going to use this stamped sentiment. You make my world bright, I think it says. And then I have that same panel cut out of vellum, and then I have a dotted frame in navy. So I'm figuring out where this is relatively centered. It's slightly larger than the starry window opening there, so there's a little forgiveness if you're not perfectly straight. And then I'm going to glue on this little frame onto my vellum, and then I'm taking this die cut unicorn Pegasus creature, and that will be an accent on the front of the card. So I'm putting this vellum window. Now you could also do this with acetate or packaging, or you could leave it completely open. This just gives it a little translucent, kind of a little bit of mystery there. I can't see it perfectly well. And my acrylic block is helping things to get adhered and stay flat. So then I'm going to put the little unicorn creature down here on the front, and I think I pull in some star stickers maybe? No, bringing in a sentiment. I have some gold card there and a sticker sentiment there. And it says, what does it say? It's your day to shine. Yes, I did bring in these other these are so cute. I love these little stars. And that, I'm just putting a few in the top corner to finish off the fourth card. And so a lot of the cards that I make for the second and third, if I do a third video on the kit, they're utilizing the scraps. I see what I have left and I'm like, oh, what can I do with this without wasting it? I guess I'm putting a couple more down there also. But yeah, so I really like being able to use everything and not have a bunch of extras. For the fifth card, I'm doing something a little different. I have this ink that's really faint. You can see here I stamped the hand on there. And what I want to do is focus on the hands. I don't really want all the stars and moons for this card. So I'm placing this down as kind of a background place marker. And then I'm going to use this gold frame, but not right now. First I have the hands stamped out in an alcohol-friendly ink. So I'm going to rapidly color those in. I am not that great at coloring, so I didn't want to waste too much time on that, but you can see there it was. Now I'm bringing out a cutting pad and an X-Acto-like knife, and I'm going to trim out, I'm showing you here the practice scrap, I'm trimming out those thumbs because what I want to do is stick the hearts in the hands. So I'm going to be covering up most of the other stamping, but I want it to look like the hands are holding hearts coming out of them. So I end up trimming out that whole piece, and this is what it looks like. And the camera's focusing, there we go. And then I'm just going to glue the edges. I don't want to go too far up because I still want to be able to tuck things in. And so I'm using that very light ink to see where to put it. Then here comes a bunch of die cut hearts. So this was the biggest die cut heart, I believe, and I have to lift my little hand a little bit. So, and then it kind of looks like it's holding it. That's the idea. You'll see as we go on here. So then I have another die cut heart. That's a gold one. I also have a couple heart stickers, I believe. So this one's die cut from the die cut pack. And so the reason I like the really faint ink is, and at this point I want to put my frame on because that purple heart I want to stick out through the frame. But the reason I really like the very faint ink is if something's showing through, it doesn't really show. Now this one's one of the stickers. You can see here it's good size, so I'm going to tuck that in under the gold one. So I'm kind of just gluing the bottom of the hearts to start with, or maybe I'm just not pressing it down all the way, but so that I can still tuck things in underneath. This is a green die cut heart I'm going to stick under the sticker one. And then this blue one, oh, I guess no, I'm going to go with a star for right now. So I also have some of the die cut stars from the pack. And I am going to bring in a bunch of star stickers from the sticker pack as well. So this one's a die cut heart. I'm going to stick it in there with the star. Move things around. So you see how I'm kind of covering up the ink part there. This is the other heart sticker. And it's just a little purple one from the sticker sheet. Now I can go ahead and glue down the rest of that navy heart and pull my other things aside. And I'm also going to use the word stickers. You see the UR. I have this die cut cloud from the die cut pack. I'm kind of nestling that underneath. Thankfully my panel wasn't too stuck down, so I could stick that under there. And then the two navy stars, the green star and that gold star, they are all die cut stars from the die cut pack. And this tool was helping me out. I was having a really hard time picking up the tiny stars, so then I'm like, oh, I should use that tool. Yes, great idea. And is this one? Yeah, that one's a sticker. So the rest of these, they're sitting on parchment paper. They're from the sticker sheet. And so I'm going to arrange a few extra stars, and it was great. Between the stickers and the die cut pack, I was able to get enough hearts and stars to really get the look I was going for on this card. And I guess this is just a way to show you that, you know, you can use the stamps and the dies or things in a way that they're not necessarily designed for. It wasn't designed as hearts coming out, but yeah, always try to look at other ways that you can use it. And hopefully that's a new idea for most of you, at least in this execution of it. Finally, the amazing popped up, and that will complete the 5th card and this video of 5 cards, 1 kit. Remember, I've got 5 more, and I think they're pretty fantastic. So let's check in at the end of the week or hit the notification bell so you can see the 5 more. Thanks for watching. Bye!